name's Ryan Keely, and welcome to the Afterglow, the show where we break down last week's episode of I Seduce the Dragon, the real play podcast that you love and adore because you are here on our Patreon, listening to us, having a good time, and not playing D&D, just talking about it, and all the other fun stuff, too. All right, what's up, everybody? We have Jess Parks, Flanders, Dana, and Cristina. We have a full house.
Yay!
So that crosses off several things that I wanted to gossip about. And I feel like the threatening to gossip about people when they're not on the podcast has led to perfect attendance. So my plot has succeeded.
Excellent.
For those of you... Actually, no, not for those of you. I'm just going to make a straight accusation. Jess Parks is invading my show, The Afterglow, with prop comedy. In front of myself, Flanders, Dana, and Cristina is a letter. Interstate prop comedy that Jess Parks has sent us. And I suspect it's full of the one thing that I don't like. Well, one of the many things I don't like, which is compliments. Well, not. I like compliments. I don't like feelings. And sometimes Jess's compliments gives me feelings. Today's not a day for feeling feelings.
No.
There's a Jess compliment to feelings pipeline is strong.
Yeah.
It's a direct link.
Too powerful.
Because Jess can never be like, oh, you're cute. She has to be like, you are the most beautiful, smart, thoughtful person I've ever encountered in my entire life. And I'm like, oh, you've healed me.
Yeah.
You've healed me. Oh my God. Well, this is, prepare to be disappointed. There's no complos in there.
Can I open?
Yes. While you open, I will tell you what
right
these are.
Now to my character name. It has been redacted for security.
Redacted.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So
Same.
Mine has a texture to it.
Sunday, I was invited to make Valentines with a group of amazing people, and I got inspired as hell. She had lots of stuff for collages, and I made 4 Valentines inspired.
Ryan and I are both a little jealous right now that like you did crafting without us. I feel like at
different
some
group,
level.
different group of craft girlies.
That's
This is
not
so
What, I
cool.
can't meet new people?
You can. It wasn't my party.
Oh, fair enough.
I want
Oh,
to frame this in my little room.
That's
Happy Valentine's Day.
Mine does have a sappy little sentiment on it.
I particularly liked yours. All of you have a quote on yours that was appropriate for your characters on your Valentine. And each of you has a playing card that also represents your characters, and then a bunch of symbology that just felt appropriate.
Should we do show and tell? Can we
How
go
come
through
you're
them
so
and do
good
show
at
and
presents? Yes, absolutely. Christina, take it away.
tell? Oh, sure. Mine is the Jack of Spades. And it says, nothing is born of resistance. Everything is born of surrender.
Oh, appropriate.
And it's got a bunch of little tigers and hearts on it. I want
That's
to frame it
super
in
cute.
here. I want to find a spot that I can
Roll
put
for
this so I can
sexy.
gaze upon it. I love that.
Like a little stand.
I'm glad.
Dana?
Oh, okay. Mine has a turtle/tortoise.
That was for Dana, not Gentry.
Yeah.
Gentry's
Big
never seen a
heart.
tortoise.
A queen and a bunch of circus folk, because Gentry's a carny, including a badass contortionist. This is like this stripy circus vibe is one of my favorite aesthetics.
Can you hold it still up to your camera, Dana, as the other side? Thank you. Thank
So
you.
cute.
Very cute.
And it
Thank
says, empathy says, I see who you are and I stand with you.
Aw.
So
Thank you,
cute.
Jess.
It's appropriate to you. I will drop photos as well in the Discord so you can actually like get a good look at the others.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Landy?
Martha's is the Queen of Spades. I was kind of expecting a Joker, but I like the Queen of Spades too.
Damn it.
With a B, and it says for the bees, and has some also like some comic book vibes,
Love that.
Oh, I like
and
that.
and a peacock, and it says, "Where are all the love poems written for the friends who are more loyal than any lover ever was?"
Aww.
So sweet.
That's very good.
Aww. Feelings
Very
in this
Martha,
economy?
right?
I know.
I just kept staring at that quote, being like, there is not a more Martha quote.
Yeah, especially again, especially when her husband's such a slut.
I am the king of diamonds.
That tracks. Ooh,
I like that this guy
okay.
does not have a head. Just like a totally hot bod. That makes perfect sense for my character.
Oh yeah.
Yes, 3 years from now, this won't matter so much to me. But right now, this is everything. Right now, I am ruined.
That's perfect for Erastus. In 3 weeks, it won't mean anything to him.
But right now,
Right now.
right now, I am
These
ruined.
are so great.
Thank you.
Yes.
Jess.
Well, they were a delight to make, and I'm very happy
Thank
to send them
you.
to you. I love you all. Mwah.
If I was gonna send Jess Parks as the world a Valentine, the quote would be, "Dear God, why have you forsaken me?" And I would have Bitter Bats just draw a picture of all four of us deeply unhappy.
With your little DM guy.
Yeah,
No.
he'd be like,
It'd be with our little guys in
The little
front
hands,
of the world.
the robe
It'd
is
be
too big.
bashing our characters.
yeah, all of us just crushed under the world,
The weight of the world.
like Wicked Witch of the
Atlas
whichever
Shrugged.
side style.
Wicked Witch of the East. One of them.
One of them.
And then
All
tiny,
right.
tiny DM Jess just sitting on top of the globe.
Had to grab some paper because I need to make a note to myself that I would really like to have one of those label makers that does like those hard plasticky.
I have one. I'll send you the link.
That would be awesome.
It was so cool to use.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
That'd
See,
be
this
super
is
fun
just
to have.
hijacking my show right from the top. Right from the top.
With love. You're going to be loved and you're going to like it.
All right. In ISTD news, I assume you guys got it in your feed drop, but last Tuesday?
Yeah.
No.
I think
last
yesterday
Wednesday.
we shared it.
No,
Yeah.
last hump day, the lovely Cristina Van Epps was on a podcast I've also been on called HILF by the wonderful Dawn Brody, talking about, well, partially one of my favorite books, but more broadly about Jack Parsons, one of the founders of Jet Propulsion Laboratory, where Cristina currently works, and her views on this podcast are not shared by Jet Propulsion Laboratory in any way, shape, or form.
They're not representative of the company's opinions or views or anything else. It's just me.
Yeah,
and my
JPL
silly
is not
little-
into vor.
Debatable?
Christina, yes. JPL, no.
No.
God.
You're not emphatic
I love that
yet.
she just melts out.
Slander!
Flanders,
Slander to my good name.
Flanders, I have a
Amazing.
question for you. Have you read the book Sex and Rockets?
I have
Or
not.
any of the do you know anything about the Jack Parsons story? Because JPL might historically, technically, one of their founders may have been into vor, would not confirm nor deny, would happily hypothesize, theorize, and do a History Channel 2-hour, but was he on?
Honestly, of anybody, Jack Parsons would be a pretty good bet. Yeah.
Yeah, someone who might
He
be into
was-
vor.
Okay, so
He
their
was a little
views
free.
do overlap, but that's just a coincidence.
Yes.
Yep.
Cristina, why don't you, for anyone that hasn't listened to the health episode yet, or is thinking about reading Sex and Rockets, can you give a little history on Jack Parsons and what you talked about with the lovely Dawn Brody?
Absolutely. Dawn's delightful. I
Isn't
think we're planning, she's so fun. I think we're planning a road trip because like she is just the level of like history nerd that I am. So both of us are like, oh my God, do you want to talk about this thing? And we have so many shared interests.
I heard about it on the
including-
podcast, and I would like to tag along. I
So
was
they're
in
in
back.
Montana?
Ooh, could do. But including Jack Parsons, who, yes, is one of the founders of Jet Propulsion Laboratory, so named because the innovation that he brought to aerospace was jet fuel, basically, is the idea of like a slow release jet fuel that helped with not only like rocketry, which is his ultimate goal, but with, aviation, with jets. And that's the thing.
Was something scientifically, I did not
Yeah.
understand the difference between airplanes and jets. Like, Could you explain
It's a-
that real fast?
It has to do because there's like a bunch of differences, but a lot of it has to do basically with like the speed that they're flying and the mechanism,
propulsion?
the propulsion. Exactly, Dana, gold star. She knows what's up. It's the method by which they're producing their thrust, and jets are producing it. Jets are producing it through like combustion, essentially, the burning of this fuel, like throwing. And
In that thrust.
Combust? You can't spell combust.
Tell us
so
more, Clippy.
Jack Parsons was like a weirdo kid most of his life who like was unable to not be like a little delinquent because he just wanted to keep blowing stuff up until he found the niche that allowed him to do that professionally.
Amazing.
But at the same time, he also was kind of dabbling in a sex cult. He got pulled into this
Wasn't kind
cult.
of. Got
so
very
do you know-
interested in.
Do you guys know Aleister Crowley as a figure? So Aleister Crowley was a major like occultist spiritualist who helped found what was known as the Order of the Golden Dawn, which is there's Thelema, there's OT, it's a bunch of different stuff. It's a cult that has this idea that like sex produces life energy, and life energy is the most powerful kind of energy to use for magic. So like
They're the origin of sex magic. Well, not the origin of sex magic, but they're probably the most popular practitioners of sex magic in the previous century.
100%.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of like overlaps with occultism, and there was a branch of it in Pasadena, which was actually very close to Jack Parsons' house, and he was like really big on being counterculture. He liked being a little weirdo, so he's like, "Oh, let me go check this out with my wife and my wife's sister, who's 17, and this can't go wrong." Yeah, and so they all went to these meetings and they started going more regularly. And then eventually, because he was rich and really popular, they wanted him to lead the branch because if he's in charge, then like he feels special and keeps giving them money. And then
Suck up to the donors.
basically,
Quite literally, apparently.
he got into like a polyamorous relationship with the dude he ousted, where the dude he ousted then started sleeping with his wife, and then he started sleeping with his wife's sister, and who was 17. And then his wife's sister, well, first he bought the house that the meetings were happening, lived in it. L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology, left the Navy and started living in the house also. They became buds. L. Ron
And
Hubbard
watch each
had,
other J.O.
Mostly, I think it was one way. I think it was L. Ron Hubbard watching Jack jerk off most of the time, not the reverse.
For Satan.
For magical, ritualistic purposes, obviously. L. Ron Hubbard was like the scribe. He had to like take notes while it was
He's an
happening.
amanuensis.
Yeah. But then L. Ron Hubbard and Jack's wife, technically they got married eventually, Betty, the sister, they started an affair and decided they were going to steal all of Jack Parsons' money and run away on a yacht. So they tricked him into thinking they were starting a yacht buying and selling business. But then when they got the yacht, they were just going to go to China. And then Jack Parsons found out about it, and he said, if you do that, you can't do that. You can't do this to me. And they were like, we already had the boat. Bye. And he's like, I'm going to put a massive curse on you. And there was a giant storm that grounded them in Miami, so they could not leave. And so they're like,
Oh, go ahead.
did he actually put a curse on me? And so then Jack Parsons was convinced that he was magic. And so he tried to summon a new wife through a ritual that was supposed to like create the embodiment of Gaia, the goddess Gaia. He's working for the government during this, by the way.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
This
He's
is
working for the
why
government the
we
whole
walked
time.
on the moon as Americans.
And then he thought that it worked, and he was able to summon an embodiment of the goddess Gaia. But it was actually this woman named Marjorie who went by Candy. And she just went with it. She was just kind of like, sure, why not? And then they got married, and then they lived together very happily until he lost his FBI clearance and he started working for a special effects company for Hollywood making explosives, and he was making explosives in a coffee can in a home lab in his house, and he dropped it and it blew up and took off half of his body. And that's how he died at the age of 37.
So, what
wait. Pause. While all of this has happened, the reason that Sea Org is based out of Florida is because of Jack Parsons' spell, possibly his curse, possibly trapping his ex-wife's younger sister who was his previous lover, with L. Ron Hubbard, who had cucked him and stolen his money and bought a boat.
Amazing.
Yep, because they
And
could
that's
not leave
why
Miami,
Sea Org
so
is
they
in Florida.
based
Wait,
it there.
why?
Sea
what's
Org is
there?
the organization.
Sea
Sea
Org?
Org is the Sea Org.
Oh, Sea Org.
SEA.
I thought you said
ORG
SeaWorld.
is the Navy that is operated by Scientology. When people join,
It is their aquatic branch.
Got it.
Which, by the way, we do kind of need to start exploring more in the ocean as well.
Well,
Oh,
it's
I thought you
more
were saying
about, like,
we need to become Scientologists. I was like, Jess, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I do
I
love
mean,
the
it's
idea of
more
a
about-
religion having an
Look.
aquatic branch.
It's more about like Sea Org is like more about isolating people on the ship than it is about like exploring the sea. It's more about like, hey, if we trap them on this boat, then they can't get any other outside influences.
And anything
can
goes in
they?
international waters, honestly.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
you
Do
can-
not
that's
give Jess
actually it.
ideas.
You can do things in international waters.
She's gonna trap us on a boat.
Yeah,
I do
play
have a really
D&D
great
forever.
maritime lawyer, though.
she is.
God, I hope we don't end up on a boat
Also
at some
this-
point.
Also this week in maritime news, I don't know if you know this, but the new administration is considering issuing letters of marque. That is spelled MARQUE, which is the difference between a pirate and a privateer. Because a privateer is a government-sanctioned pirate, essentially, to go after drug cartels. So
We're bringing piracy back. We're bringing privateers back. I don't know if we need Age of Sail Part 2. I don't know if we need that.
No.
as someone who is waiting for their next Master and Commander book from the library, I 100% think we need to
Okay,
bring
except
back.
it's gonna be a bunch of like 23-year-old tech bros on a boat their dad bought in Miami, not doing anything except like probably not following the right of way for the for ocean going vessels,
Right.
and probably
Privateer,
hitting kids on
privateer.
paddle boards. Yeah, Elon Musk said I could.
Well, I don't know. I feel like there's something to be said about dueling as an excellent form of natural selection and a way to fight capitalism
I'm fine with that.
and class stratification.
I just don't. Anyone who's dumb enough to. The problem is all the good ways to get the dumb people to cancel each other out. They usually end up canceling a bunch of other people out too. You know, they're
will
just like,
say-
let's duel, but in the mall.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm reading an excellent book called The Invisible Hook, which is about the economics of piracy during the Age of Sail. Recommendation for Ryan. And the more that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, a second rise of piracy actually might be good for us. It might be healing for us spiritually
You
and
know, Dana's
economically.
got
Wow.
3/5 of an armada in her front yard.
I do. I do.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It is true.
We're taking out
And we got unlimited swan boats to take down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna board them.
Practice.
Shiver me swan boats.
I've
Shiver me
been,
fiberglass. I don't know what they're made out of.
I've been listening to podcast that is doing a deep dive on the tragedy of the Batavia. This like ship in
How do you spell that?
Batavia,
Continue.
and learning a bunch of stuff about the ways people died on ships in like the 1600s during the and how like keel hauling.
Yes,
way that-
keel hauling is very intense.
Yeah.
It's not a good way to die or not
yeah,
die.
it's I don't think I would have
Remind
done
me
well.
what's
Like I
keel
just would
hauling?
not have what?
Remind
keel
me
hauling.
anew. It's not walking the plank. Like
No, it's like
No.
yeah.
like dragging the person around back and forth and like bashing them against the hull of the ship ostensibly. Also,
So-
like back then, it was only like 1 out of every 7 people knew how to swim on these like ships.
Oh.
And they were just like,
Yeah.
we're gonna
So the way that keel hauling works is that a sailor is tied to a line that is looped beneath the vessel, thrown overboard on one side of the ship, and dragged under the ship's keel, either from one side of the ship to the other, or the length of the ship from bow to stern, less commonly. Yeah.
Do they survive that?
No, not
So it
usually.
depends.
But they
sometimes.
Yeah.
Generally it is
their
generally
heads would
it
fall
is.
off, literally.
And what is the
sometimes.
crime that gets you keelhauled?
a lot of
Any-
things.
Like
Talking about mutiny
Depends
like,
on
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Mutiny or talk of mutiny, at a certain level, any fighting involving like pulling a weapon on someone, you know what killed a lot of people during their punishment of keel hauling was barnacles. It would
Yes.
slice people. They're so
God,
sharp.
yeah.
They would like
Because the
bleed
bottom
out.
of the ship's just covered in them.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how far out from
Yeah.
how long that ship has been at sea, because normally when a ship
Yeah.
comes into port, they would clean her bottom.
Scrape them all off.
Yeah. But
I
if they've
think we
been
traumatized Jess.
I can't get
I
the
mean,
images
Jess, I
out of
feel
my
like
head.
I also feel like anyone who did survive it, it would only be for like a week until the infection from
Yeah.
the million barnacle wounds
Totally.
took them.
Yeah.
Internal
Or all the
bleeding,
seawater
all
they
kinds
swallowed.
of, yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is why I'm not a fan of piracy.
This is why.
These reasons. Yeah.
Also, I'm landlocked,
It's
so maybe
all
I
the
should
kill.
maybe I should actually be fine with piracy. Should I start
Yeah,
like
you
train
know-
robbing?
Ooh, that would be super
I would
cool.
start with
That's
train
another one
jumping
that's not as sexy
before-
as it sounds.
I like
Yeah.
to think me and my grumpy fat horse Chester could ride up alongside a train.
Ryan covered this on her Jesse James episode on Hill.
Yeah.
Train
That's
robbery.
Tie in.
Bringing it back
Well
around.
done.
Nicely done.
Look at you.
Thank you, Jess.
Listen.
Okay. How dare you distract me with piracy on my own show? My show.
A bit of a mutiny, isn't
It's our
it? Do you
show.
think you should maybe keel haul her?
Actually, I'd do a couple lashes of the cat before I keel haul.
I'm
benevolent.
leader.
It's not the first talk of mutiny that gets you. It's you keep doing it and then people throw you over.
You got to work
Depends.
at it.
It depends on the captain.
Yeah,
that's
Because
true.
a captain is a captain of a ship. He is a king of his castle. So each captain can
Well.
decide how strict of a ship they run.
Depending upon whether you're talking about privateers or pirates, because as I'm learning in The Invisible Hook, was not so for the pirates.
No, pirates different. Yeah.
Pirates were actually surprisingly democratic about things because
Very democratic.
if there was no other authority that told you can't just throw the captain overboard,
Yes. But yeah,
you're already doing crime. What else are they going to do to you? You know?
I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, there's the rule of the sea where we get the term drawing the shortest straw, which is if you are set adrift in a boat, you know, you're going to run out of things
Who's
to
going to get
eat.
eat first?
And whoever draws the shortest straw. And it's actually been, never mind, that is a rabbit hole. I'm going to move on. Should Erastus multiclass. I don't think we need to discuss that today.
Swashbuckler! Yes!
Smuggler.
In
Yes.
the theme of sacrifice and human sacrifice, Lent is coming up. And what are you guys going to give up for Lent? Or could you? Or would you? Start with Cristina.
I'm giving up Catholicism for Lent.
Wow.
It's really hard. It's really close to my heart, so I think that giving it up will actually be like a really big gesture, you know?
Difficult loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you all
No, I'm incredibly a-religious, so.
Did you all grow up actually giving up stuff for Lent? Like in my little white bread hometown, yes. I'm just curious. Like it seems to me like most people probably not.
100%.
I also grew up without religion in a house of
I grew up Southern
atheists.
Baptist, so we didn't do that.
But have you guys seen that movie 40 Days and 40 Nights with Josh Hartnett, which is what I really want to talk about?
Oh, I have. I
Oh
don't remember
yeah. For some reason that like print room scene with the girl has like the cat and the bird on her thighs, was the moment I was like, this is out of control, insane, ridiculous. Like what an emblematic 90s movie. Was it 90s? It had to be 90s.
All I know is it's emblematic of many people's sexual awakening.
Oh yeah? Mm-hmm. Did you guys know the movie we're talking about where Josh Hartnett gives up sex for 40 days and 40
Yeah,
nights?
yeah.
I remember seeing the
I
trailer.
know
I
what-
definitely
And the
saw it.
like
I could not
absolute
tell you.
office whores take it as a personal challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
I know one year,
The way they frame him in that movie.
not
It's an hour and a half of Josh Hartnett biting his lower lip, being like, oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then this total babe like orgasming with something with a feather being blown across her.
Right. Yes. Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
I know when you're not in my, like, not growing up, but like in my 20s, probably, I gave up for Lent. I gave up candy, but not the fruity kinds. So, like, I could not have a Snickers or a Reese's, but I could still have Starbursts.
You gave up
Skittles.
chocolate?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Pretty good. Okay, well, chocolate, fine, yeah.
But it was meaningless to us as kids. Like, we were not in tune with what exactly you were supposed to be reminded of.
Yeah, but I could have chocolate ice cream, so I didn't give up, like, chocolate.
You're playing it like a game. You're playing it like a numbers game as a kid. You're like, all right, it's a negotiation. I'll give up sweets, except we got one exception. I carved out caveats.
No one had the fear of the devil driven into them hard enough in this cast.
Guaranteed.
No, I mean, I did, but just not anything that that broached on like potentially being Catholic, because we did not like Catholics.
Does anyone have any hot home projects going on they want to talk about?
I do.
Hit me.
So it's not that sexy, but I have
We'll be the judge of that.
I have been working for like a year on decluttering because I am not a person that necessarily like presents as messy, but I have ADHD, and so things like become squirrel piles. And right now I have condensed and like gotten rid of so much shit that was in like those cube storage baskets. And it's
black hole cubes.
So freeing to know where things are. And I've cleared up enough space that I was able to get myself and build myself in the corner of my little office here a vanity. So I can sit and put my makeup on with like a light and a mirror. And I've wanted one of those since I was like a teenager. So I don't know, I feel I proud of myself and that I have decluttered enough that I can make this space that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Can you give us can you show us, or will that mess up your sound?
I
drop a
can.
picture.
I can
Take
take
a
a
pic.
picture and just put it in the thing. Be
All right.
one second.
Perfect. While she is doing that, I am going to drop a GIF for her to look at when she comes back.
Oh, Ryan Keely, you're going to love my project I get to do this weekend.
Tell me. Nobody look at the link till Dana gets back.
Okay.
So I don't know if I told you guys, my driveway is like drifted so bad with the snow that we can't drive.
No.
We can't drive in the driveway. It's got like 2 feet of snow piled up. So we've been driving through the pasture because the pasture is like flatter, so it gets the snow blown off it. And like
Montana
it still has a
problems.
foot of snow, but we can plow through that or drive through that with our big old trucks. But my neighbor who's next door, his driveway is like worse than ours because it just drifts worse. So he's got like 4 foot deep piles of snow in his driveway. And so he was like, hey, I noticed you guys were driving through your pasture. Is it okay if I drive through your pasture to get to my house? So he just like goes,
No. Do you know about eminent domain, Flanders? You can lose pasture land if you let him drive through your pasture too much.
no, that's not how that works.
Okay.
Eminent domain has to be open and obvious, and they have to be paying the taxes, and it also has to be that it's not allowed. So if I give him permission, it's fine. So
But if you give him permission for long enough, doesn't he have a claim on a passway
An
through
easement?
an easement? Okay.
he has access. We're just being nice. But the trade is, since he doesn't have to like do his whole crazy driveway, but he has a backhoe and a plow truck, so he's maintaining my driveway for me.
Oh,
So that he can, and his driveway to his house, because
Great
it's still a third or a quarter of the effort of keeping his own driveway clear. So, but he's also a long haul trucker, so he's gone 4 days a week. So we got a bunch of snow a couple days ago and today, and he texted me, he's like, I'm so sorry. Like, do you want me to hire someone to plow so that you guys can get in and out? And I was just like, oh, it's fine. I can get someone
To plow for free?
to plow. No, I'll hire someone to plow because I haven't had to hire anyone all this winter so far. And he's like, okay. He's like, yeah, then I'll just show you how to run my equipment and where I keep the keys and stuff, and then you can do it. So Cha-girl's gonna be plowing and backhoeing.
Hell yeah.
yes.
Pretty
I want
excited.
pictures of Flanders behind the wheel of the plow. I want to see
That's
snowplow
amazing.
Flanders.
I would love.
I
to see
already
that.
have a jacket from this, like, it's like from The Simpsons when Homer becomes Mr. Plow. So I have a Mr. Plow jacket already.
Fantastic.
Wow.
That's so good.
Well, because Isla's got a little mini plow on her 4-wheeler. So I, like, used to do that at her house to, like, help clear the snow when you could get ahead.
So you're gonna
but
be
it's
like
that
Mr.
can only
Plow
do
and
like
Plow
6
Jr.?
inches. Wait, what was that?
You're going to be like Mr. Plow and Plow Jr.
Yeah,
It's going to be
exactly.
adorable.
Yeah. But now I'm Mr. Plow in a big boy truck.
Yeah. That's very fun. No, as I'm saying now,
amazing.
Isla will be the Plow Jr.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now I can make fun of Isla and her dumb, teeny little plow.
It's so sad and pathetic and little. Your plow can only handle 6 inches. My handle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Up to 2 feet.
Does anyone else have any hot homework, or are people ready to click the GIF and find out what is new in Celebrity Peen?
I looked at the URL for this GIF and I became immediately so frightened. I was like, oh
don't
no.
know
From the
what this
get-go.
is.
In the
Holy
chat
cow.
for this
What is
call in
this?
Riverside.
What are we looking at, Ryan?
We are looking at a GIF of Liam Neeson, aka Brian Mills, frolicking through a fountain in a film. I forget the name of the film because I got promptly distracted by Brian Mills'
Okay.
very specific skill set. Now,
Oh.
So
I
this is in
had-
this is going to be in the Discord that this was shared.
It is already.
Oh.
I mean, they usually use prosthetics for stuff like that in movies, but that doesn't look fake.
It's not fake. And I know this because I have, this is not the first time I have looked up Liam Neeson penis.
Look, if that was mine,
I
would,
wish I could
I would
even
go to every
pretend to be
awards show
surprised.
without pants. That is impressive.
What if there's just like a really dedicated continuity checker that follows him to every movie just in case? So to make sure that the prosthetic penis is the exact same size every time.
The problem is that with like extra sprawl,
the bounce dynamics
yeah,
are
it
more
is.
realistic.
they got like too much forward
Also,
scrolling.
the thing is, if someone ordered that as a prosthetic, people would be like, that is a joke from a sex shop. Go get
Yeah.
a real looking penis.
Go get a real looking penis.
Like, it's overkill. Like, it's unnecessary. It's gratuitous.
yeah.
And it's like,
it would
wow,
not be real,
that's...
like no.
Why did you
So
buy a fake 18-inch penis for the scene we're doing? It's like, no, that's actually
Yeah.
his actual penis.
That is
So,
funny.
Sorry, what
I'm
is
just-
this from?
oh, this is from a movie called,
Dana now Googling.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
well,
This is the only scene you were
it's
interested
a movie
in.
called Under Suspicion. However, there is a rich documentation of Liam Neeson's penis because he is a stage-trained British actor, so was nude on the West End and then did several independent films and then, yeah. So you're welcome.
I
Moving on.
want, and when I say I want to, I don't mean like I want to, but just for science, want to see him do that thing that dudes do, and it's funny,
helicopter?
even though you don't want it to be funny, it's funny. Like,
Watch the GIF.
no, but I want him to intentionally be like, look at this.
Well, he'd
And spin it.
knock himself out if he did.
Yeah,
What?
he would be a propeller. He would fly away.
Question for the brain trust: would that motion be improved, or would it be distracting if there were also nipple tassels at the same time? And they're
Improved.
all
I mean,
I really
They're all
worry
going.
there would be like a entanglement. Like, I feel like
that's
that would
not a
be
problem unless you're
dangerous.
Liam Neeson, obviously.
yeah,
Like,
that's
yeah.
Yeah.
If it was an average size,
He does
feel
have
like
a
it would be
very
a
specific
distraction.
skill set, though.
yeah, fucking waving his dong around.
Very specific skill set. Very specialized.
I like that this is the one that's immediately following the Lent discussion.
yeah.
This is Ryan's party, guys.
I guess I know what I'm giving up for Lent. It's looking at pictures of Liam Neeson's wiener.
How are you going to deal with that?
You're giving that up now?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
transfixing.
Yeah. hmm Put that little like cross on my forehead and let's do this.
What
Smudge it
does
into
the
a little
lemon-
dog
I'm allowed to
with
look
a-
on
with an
Fridays
X
or
on it.
something. No.
What does thelemic magic mean, Cristina?
Oh, it is magic that is practiced by thelema the partakers in the religion thelema.
Thank you.
which involves various like multi-level spiritual, not like marketing, but like different vibrational levels of spiritual energy. It's a whole thing.
Speaking of multi-level marketing or the life coaching to life coach pipeline,
Yes.
are you familiar with the season system, like getting your colors done?
I wanted to get my colors done so bad.
So have I. And I have come to the conclusion, nay, the conspiracy. That's right, guys. We're going to take a trip to a place I like to call Conspiracy Town. Population? Me. I think that because there is no place you can just go and get your colors done like there is, you know, a glamour shot studio. You can just go and get glamour pictures done. I think that it is a scam. And it is a scam to sell you swatches of fabric. Because the only way you can get your colors done is to find someone who has gotten their colors done, really gotten into it, and purchased the swatching. I don't think these people are being overseen by any international or national
It's
board.
a conspiracy by Big Swatch.
Ryan, this begs the question. After I left your house that day, how many more episodes of those women doing each other's colors did you watch? Because we were both like, yeah, yeah. But really, as I was watching it with you, because it was Ryan put on this sort of background.
We YouTubed. We went down the rabbit
we just
hole.
went through YouTube while we were doing another project, and it was these two women doing each other's colors, and I told her that like if someone was doing those colors on me, I would have to take their cue of like, yeah, that one's better, and I'd be like, yep, yeah, definitely better. I mean, there were some that were very obvious, but otherwise, once you got into like, besides warm or cool, there was a lot of gray areas.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the process of actually getting your colors done, is it like that thing where you sit in the chair and the lady just like wraps you in different colored fabrics and you look at your floating head on top of different colors?
Nowadays they have like they're like napkin sized swatches and they drape them over your chest and then they like compare them against your skin tone. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd do it.
I've seen many an Instagram reel.
It was very good YouTube background.
Yeah.
Did we decide they were South African? Dutch?
No, Brazilian.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most unplaceable of accents.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, there's something to it. Like last week, got on to record and Ryan Keely was like, Flanders, go change. That sweater's washing you out.
No, you said that Flanders was
said it
washing you
yourself.
out.
I did.
And then I was
said,
like,
yeah.
I agree, unless you put on a lot of bronzer. And then you went and changed your shirt and said,
Yeah. And then he said, oatmeal's not your color.
and you said it is in the summer. And I'm like, yeah, when you're more tan.
She's only been thinking about that every night before bed.
I know. Actually,
for the past week and a half.
So my
been haunting
favorite,
her.
I have this group of internet ladies, and we have a bunch of dumb inside jokes. But one of them is like
Other
the
than us?
hotness. Sorry, the hotness to conspiracy theory level of just like, how hot are you? That like, what's the craziest conspiracy theory you think you could say on a date, and the person would still be into you? And so we'll describe
that.
people. It's like, oh, this is
love
like.
it.
This is a
it.
lizard people rule the earth good looking person versus like a
I love this.
maybe the FBI tried to kill Martin Luther King Jr. person, like, which is anyone, like literally, because that's just true. But
Population
That
too,
kind of,
in
like,
that
cycles in.
conspiracy town.
Because I freaking have a conspiracy podcast, and a question that we frequently get asked is like, what conspiracy do you actually believe is true? And I have one that's like my go-to. Oh, I 100% believe this is true, which is that Fidel Castro is Justin Trudeau's actual father. 100% believe that's true. The more you go into it, the more it makes sense. Anyway,
And she's
but
so
I
hot,
do-
you definitely wouldn't walk away from her on a date. Am I right?
exactly. But she could get even crazier.
You could get
Yeah, way crazier.
But I want to know what's the conspiracy that you guys all like do like, not obviously like flat Earth level, but like what's the unless
Oh, you're
unless
saying
we
I'm
need to
not
have a
hot enough to
conversation.
believe the Earth is flat? Fuck you.
Yeah,
For me,
you're not rich enough to believe that the Earth is flat. You got to be. That's like, yeah, only NBA players get away with it.
Therefore, we're also
you don't
hot.
have to answer it now, but I do want to know for me at some point what the conspiracy theory that you
Sean's
believe
former boss
is.
legit Like, I got in a conversation with him once. I was like, this is a fun little conspiracy conversation. I'm like, oh shit, you believe that the moon is not real. Okay.
Oh my god.
Wait, not the
Wait, does he
boss.
think that it's a projection, or
Not
does
the
he
boss
think that
that
it's
was also
hollow?
my former boss.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Because there's different
Shocking,
variations
right?
of the moon
You'd
is
think,
fake.
You'd
Which one?
think.
Yeah.
Legit.
there's different-
Legit, like,
No,
like
but
the...
Not moon landing is fake. The
No,
moon is
the
fake.
moon is
No, yeah,
hollow.
but
The
which-
moon is
but
a
wait, okay, hollow
structure.
moon. That's because there are some people who think that it's a large projection that is
Oh,
put
no,
on
no,
there.
no.
That we're in like a Dyson sphere situation,
no.
and then there's like a projection of the moon that's hiding an
No, he
actual
thinks
like
it's a big
navy,
egg.
like a.
He thinks it's a
base
big,
behind it.
like... I
Wait,
can't
wait,
remember
wait,
what he
wait.
thinks
Is
it's for.
the moon hiding things behind it? Isn't that the 10th planet conspiracy?
Are you talking about Nibiru? Because that's a different thing. Nibiru is a different thing.
I've never heard
Yes.
of it.
Okay. I am talking about Nibiru.
Yeah.
So what is hiding behind the moon in the projection?
The like New World Order like space station usually to monitor all of
sick.
us. Sometimes people say God. Sometimes people think it's God, but mostly it's the New World Order like shadow government space station.
I mean, I just want to say this to any lizard people out there. I will gladly be your host. Take me.
I don't know if this is. I don't know if mine is a conspiracy theory so much as just me being mad. I believe that the stock market is like absolutely fake. It's just pretend.
Oh yeah,
It's horoscopes
yeah.
for dudes who want to wear suits and smell their own farts.
it is for sure. It's econ bro astrology, 100%.
Yeah.
It's like alchemists couldn't do astrology anymore, so started doing the stock market.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like, you know, one Chinese AI company comes out and the entire American stock market just plummets. Yeah, it's because it's not real, guys.
Is astrology a conspiracy?
Yes.
Then that's
I don't
probably
know if I'd call
mine.
it a conspiracy.
I'm sorry. Okay. What
I'm not saying that I
happened to
think
Wait,
it's
astrology when
real.
Pluto got
real
kicked
or
out?
fake?
Or when
Sorry,
we discovered that there's actually 13 moon cycles.
Oh yeah, and then everyone ignored it because it messed everything up. So people
Yeah.
didn't want to have the 13th
I'm not a
constellation.
Capricorn.
Yeah.
Wait, are you... Is your conspiracy theory that astrology is correct or that it's wrong?
Oh, then it's correct. Yeah. No, that's my level of crazy. That's my level of crazy.
I wouldn't necessarily call like belief in astrology
And
like, a
also, to be
conspiracy
clear,
so
like
much.
belief
Yeah.
is like, you know, it's a thing that I'm like, I have a positive bias toward astrology coming true.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
And,
No,
and
but
I
feel
know
like
that, and
that's-
I personally very much enjoy it. And it hasn't steered me wrong. Mostly
You know,
'cause
I can
don't
tell by
actually-
Dana's face
excellent.
for the last 3 minutes is that she's still looking at the Brian Mills gif.
She hasn't said
No,
a damn
I'm trying
thing,
to
which is
figure
very
out
unusual
him.
for
Well,
Dana.
I was like I was texting Doug to see if he can make the dogs being quiet. And
I'm
then,
trying to look at this
my
wiener
heart-
and these dogs are distracting.
Trying to look at freaking Liam Neeson's dick and talk about the hollow moon.
I'm making business in my
Yeah.
office right now.
Making business.
I feel like astrology, I feel the same way about astrology as I do like most religions, which is like, that's interesting. And like, I like this tidbit. And also,
Yeah, exactly.
also I'm probably going to see nothing when I die. So, okay.
Yeah.
Astrology and ghosts, I put them in the same category. And religion, yeah.
Like, it's just kind of like a fun, it's more of like a pastime.
Theories
into
of
it.
what
For
happens
me-
when you die. I want to have that conversation, but we can do that at a future.
You don't want to know
I
what
do not. It's because then I'm going
I'm
to have to
ready
go to
to have
bed
that
and
talk.
Tommy's
I'm
out of
ready
town.
to-
And I'm just going to lay in bed by myself and think about my impending death. So let's not do that ever, please. Thank you. Unless you want to do another, like if we do a bottomless brunch one, so I can just pass out on one of your couches.
Okay.
Well, that is what I think happens when we die, is that it's the forever nap. And I can't wait. Nap time.
Getting real existential here on the Afterglow.
Yeah.
It's
No.
getting real. You guys ever think about death? Like on the Afterglow, you know?
So,
I
back
don't. I'm not necessarily a conspiracy theory. I do think that there are some fucked up cryptids probably around, and they're
What, define
probably
a
in
cryptid for those that don't know?
Appalachia. I think that some of the stuff.
what's a
is
cryptid for those that don't know?
deep buried in the
No.
hills of
To Dana's-
Appalachia. There is some shit that is
define
cold as
cryptid?
fuck that we don't know
To
about.
Dana's credit, the definition of a cryptid is highly contested amongst cryptozoologists because it depends upon what you include. If some people disclude anything that has supernatural elements into it, while some believe that there's like a shifting line between folklore and cryptid. It's creatures that are believed to exist but have no scientific evidence of their existence. Like Bigfoot.
Like Bigfoot.
Or the Mothman.
Oh, also aliens are real. I like that one too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just. I
Yeah,
think that's
I
also
mean-
just a fact.
Yeah.
But like meddling in like human culture.
God, I
Oh,
hope
okay.
so.
God, I feel like they could do better,
Aliens.
huh?
If you're
I-
Maybe that
100%.
explains why everything's so
I'm
fucked up. They're just
single,
like, what
I have
happens if we
nothing
give
to
them the
do,
world's
I
shittiest
probably
president?
taste delicious.
Watch this, guys.
Come for
How
me.
much will it take before someone actually does something?
I'm gonna forward you some material about Project Bluebeam later.
Ooh, I like Life is a Simulation. That's a favorite of mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I like that one. I like but do not believe that birds aren't real.
I like
Birds
But
that.
I
Wake
love
up,
birds aren't
California.
real.
Wake up.
Love birds aren't real.
Birds
They're
aren't
agents of the
real.
bourgeoisie. Yes. Yes, love that.
All right. Taking it back to our game. We had a couple questions from our listeners about our game. And I had a couple questions. The question from one of our listeners was why now I have to read my handwriting. I wrote half of my notes while taking a shower.
Okay.
True regression for 9th level spell?
Resurrection?
True resurrection.
True resurrection. So somebody asked on
Oh, we should get the name
YouTube.
on YouTube.
YouTube.
I actually don't know if they are listening because I'm not sure they are a subscriber,
Yeah.
just a regular listener.
Let's
But it
shout
was
them out anyway.
asked, and yeah, somebody else
We
might
will
be
answer.
wondering why would Gentry not immediately use the 9th level spell True Resurrection to save Rami's life?
So, when I was given the opportunity to cast a 9th level spell, it was overwhelming and exciting, but my spells were not limited to just cleric spells. The answer is a two-part answer. The first being, I had to fight just to bring Rami with us an extra day. Had I resurrected him and then had to be responsible for him, I do feel like I would have had to convince the party quite a bit. I also think that as much as we might love an NPC, I feel like Rami had at some level in terms of interaction with us as players, had kind of run its course. Also, but most importantly, the wording of the spell, True Resurrection, you touch a creature that has been dead for no longer than 200 years and that died for any reason except old age. If the creature's soul is free and willing, the creature is restored to life with all its hit points. So True Resurrection is a necromancy spell that actually gives the creature, the target, autonomy and sentience. So the soul has to be free and willing. Gentry and Dana don't know what happens when Oral takes a soul. That is a sacrifice. That soul might not be free. Also, if Rami had died, Rami might not want to be resurrected. You know? And so to kind of blow a 9th level spell that could have gone wrong, I thought it would be more fun to, instead of just bring an NPC along, actually do something that would so for context, I ended up casting Wish, but not using it for an 8th level spell or below, but using it to do a permanent effect or whatever.
Resistance to cold.
Yeah, so I opted to buff our entire party and some of our other favorite NPCs to have resistance to cold forever.
She
I
cares
feel
about the group. That's
is
why.
important.
She cares more about her sentient friends than some NPC.
Yeah. And I didn't even necessarily need Rami's body. I could have, True Resurrection is written in a way that you don't have to, even though it says touch a creature that has been dead, it also says if you don't have the creature's body, it will be created, but
You'll
think
roll
there's-
you'll roll
And
up
also-
a random body for him.
yeah,
Baby, you got 200 more years to cast that spell.
I
on
know.
Rodney.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing saying that when you level up and you get that spell normally, you can't just, like,
Right.
pop him back. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Gentry's just sort of tapping into her, like, necromancy era. She's not.
How many followers does Gentry have right now?
We don't know the exact number because we don't know how many people are at the honey.
So are we
fucker.
doing like a 3 to 5, 5 to 15, 15 to 25?
I would say 5 to 15. I would say 15 to 25, probably.
I was gonna say, because she has like some of
That
the
seems
church
high.
people.
She's
from-
got the
Yeah.
she's got the church people from Lonelywood who now are in Tourmaline. She's got the people from the shrine. She
Yeah.
has
Probably her
Bavona and a
moms.
few people.
Yeah.
Her parents, at least her mom. So there's a few seeds out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so as of season 2, episode 5,
Yeah.
episode 5, Gentry has 15 to 25 followers, give or take.
But the gist of it is that these 9th level spells are written with the way they are for a reason. You have to read them carefully and choose wisely.
All right,
'Cause
I have
it's
one
really
last
powerful.
question for the group. And a comment before we're going to ask one last Patreon question. My comment is non-clicky pens are less satisfying. Jess, you're
Agreed.
welcome.
I
Also,
understand. I thank you for your sacrifice.
I would like to, this is a second comment, this is a comment addendum. We did not do that this game, but I would in the future like to institute the swear jar because I have a potty mouth and I need to work on it. I have quarters standing by.
What counts as a swear?
Like, is cunt a swear?
Is porn a
Is
swear?
ass a swear?
Is ball sack?
Is dick a swear?
You need to slow down so I could answer. What was the order of those swears again?
Cunt?
No,
I feel like yes.
context.
Context.
Applause.
Yeah, where's my applause sign?
Yeah,
What about ass? Ass, is that
No.
a swear?
because you can say
Okay.
that on network television.
Shit.
Yes.
Today, Frank was hanging out with one of his friends who I will not name, but he did say that this friend said the SH word.
Whoa.
Wow.
And it wasn't shut up.
Do you tell him snitches get
Which is a
stitches?
swear.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't
Sounds
telling on
like
him.
such a
He was
little
saying it so that he could say it too, because he wants to say it.
Oh, so you should have been like, wait, which one?
That's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
would kind of do with the.
I love it.
But I did make that like classic mom comment where I was like, "Oh, I'm not surprised."
Although in my house, there's a turn of phrase that phrase has turned to "bitches get scritches."
Oh.
That's so cute.
Adorable.
Or my adorable new female rescue.
But yes, so please keep me accountable. I have quarters or tokens of shame. When
Very good.
we reach a certain point, there will be some sort of either reward or demerit for me. TBD.
Pizza party?
Pool party.
So, are you giving up swearing brilliant?
Yes.
When does Lent start?
Not till March 5th. We've got time to warm up.
Get all those cusses out.
Yeah.
Front load them.
All right,
Yeah.
last question for the group is, this is a topic we did not get to cover in the last Afterglow, which was go big or go home. That is, what or which of your artistic mediums would you want to work with on a larger scale? Jess, I'm going to start with you.
Oh my God.
What
So I'm
or
in-
which of your artistic mediums?
I'm actually literally right now, as you guys all know, I'm sort of at the cusp of a pretty big shift in my life and how it's organized and who I am and what I do with it. And leaning into what this podcast has been for me as a creative endeavor, as a producing endeavor, has been some excellent practice in opening my eyes to what I have to offer in the realm of producing, perhaps dabbling in writing, perhaps dabbling in acting. There are skills that I've always loved and I've always thought this isn't a job and have just like ignored them for 20 years. And now I'm indulging my curiosity because I have a lot of skills, hard skills that I've learned that can drive those things to become a successful collection of abilities. So I would say I would like to explore writing more. I don't consider myself a writer. I don't have any grand idea. I'm grateful that we're working in the world of a module so that if I feel particularly uninspired, I have that safety net. But I am reading a story by Robert McKee literally right now and just always expanding into the world of story. So that's what I would like to do more of.
Flanders?
Nice. Hell yeah.
Flanders?
Well, let's see. My pottery class starts up again next week, which I'm very excited about.
Are you going to work in a larger format?
I mean, I'm always trying to go bigger. It's hard. Have you ever tried to move much, Claire?
Not since I was a child.
And then also just, this is less about like larger, but me and some local girls have been committing to like monthly-ish craft nights.
Awesome.
So in December we made little felt ornaments for Christmas trees, and then a couple weeks ago we did vision boards, which was very fun.
I want to
pottery
That's
and
bigger because you're like expanding the community that you're working in. Yeah.
And then I think the next couple craft nights might involve making a single and ready to mingle slideshow for one of the girls getting married this summer. And I told her about the wedding I went to with a single and ready to mingle presentation. She was like, yes, we need to do that. And I was like, the one addendum is I need us to put references of other people who will also be at the wedding. So if you're interested in person A, go talk to X, Y, and Z about that to get it honest.
Introduction.
Get just set some expectations.
Homespun Tinder.
Yeah.
Cristina, what of your artistic mediums would you want to work with on a larger scale? Or are you?
Well, me and my roommate Bitter, the other Cristina, we're kicking around writing a book. So
that would be wonderful.
That's cool.
it would be. She also she wants to she's expressed that like her long-term goal would be to illustrate a comic, so it's like we collaboratively write it and then she illustrates it. So that's like a kind of pipe dream kind of that we're like, okay, well maybe we start outlining this kind of thing. We'll see. I also love and have been trying to like dabble into voice acting and audiobooks.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm a big fan of audiobooks and I just like I want to do that.
Hey,
So
patrons, coming soon. Christina will be reading her notes as if they are chapters in an audiobook, and we have already heard a couple of them, and they are just wonderful. Yeah. I
Thanks,
almost
guys.
screamed in my car when I was listening to the first one you did, having no expectation what it would be. It is a lovely, professionally read and performed bit of literature.
Thank you. Oh,
Yeah,
Dana?
really great.
now having Jess feelings.
See what we said
Gosh
about
dang.
Jess complimenting? It's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all,
Much.
yeah.
the pipeline, the feelings pipeline.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
You guys.
Dana?
So for me, it's a kind of a niche thing, but I love designing. I wouldn't call it cosplay because I basically am designing period-esque costumes for my own
counts.
characters I've created. I love a Renaissance fair
costumery.
look,
Yeah, yeah.
Labyrinth
Costumery, yeah.
Masquerade. And I absolutely love designing looks that tell a story. I have my like gothic, like Coraline look that I wore for Labyrinth Masquerade. My Lahaba inspired light up wig, fire
it's
fairy
gorgeous.
look.
It's gorgeous.
Check out her
And
Instagram, guys.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Oh my god,
Absolutely
that
check
was
out her
so
Instagram.
good. The pictures. I was so upset I couldn't go with you that year.
Yeah,
last year, 'cause
I don't know
wanted
if
to
I'm
see it in
going this
person.
year. I have an idea. I really want to do. I really want to do. It's a post-apocalyptic circus look that I'm like. That is like kind of Gentry inspired. but I don't have the bandwidth to actually pull it off in the way I'd want to. And a lot of this, if I can, what I want to expand is my ability to actually sew. And I just need to learn basic how to function, use a sewing machine, because once you have a pattern, the type of stuff that I do would not be that challenging. I'm not going to try to make a corset.
Bobbins are just out to get you, though. Bobbins are where I come with sewing.
Yeah.
And for me, the artistic medium that I would like to work in is interior design on a larger scale, because
Yes.
You'd be
that
so,
is
yeah.
what I have been enjoying. So we have a question from a Patreon that we wanted to, was asked last week, that we wanted to wait till Flanders was here. And that's how we're going to wrap up the episode. And that question was, how did we all meet? How did we
How
meet?
did this start? And how did
This all start? My recollection of us meeting, and how this all getting started, is that I found out that my friend Flanders was up the street at a friend of ours that she had introduced me to's house, and she hadn't told me she was in town. And so I came up and I crashed that party. And then Jess Parks was there, and I was like, who is this tiny, delightful perfection?
Just a little cupcake of a human.
Oh my gosh. And
Just a
then
tiny, delightful perfectionist.
to perfection.
Accurate.
I heard confection, and I was like, honestly, though.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Utterly delighted. Exchanged numbers. Was delighted when I actually heard from her, and she invited me to play this game with y'all. And that's how I started in D&D.
And I like, let's see.
And I met Dana and Cristina on Zoom, right?
Yeah. For this
Yeah,
game.
through
When we
this
first
campaign.
started, yeah.
Through this campaign, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ryan and I met through a mutual friend who was an MMA fighter, and we would go to pro wrestling shows together all the time, and then also just then ended up being like in the bigger friend group. Like, I don't know, we had a bunch of mutual friends, but I feel like pro wrestling is really where we bonded.
Yeah.
And then we had a girls group chat called the Wolf Pack.
Because we were started out as the fanny pack, because we all wore fanny packs to the wrestling shows, because you can't bring a purse, because you got to be able to stand up and get out the way in case they take it off the turnbuckle and out into the crowd.
Yeah, so it was fanny packs, and then the lady wolf pack. I don't know.
Yeah,
and
me and
then
the wolf pack.
yeah, and let's see, I met Jess bartending, or no, it was at Bad Robot. I think the first time.
The first time you came to a party, you came to the party on Matt Evans' arm and dazzled literally everybody I know. And after that, we got to continue our friendship because you were bartending at a local little pub that we still frequent and we still love.
And the creepy clowns, right?
Spooky clowns.
Spooky clowns. That was the name of their softball team.
Their softball
the
team,
Spooky Clowns.
The Spooky Clown Invaders.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. And I
Fantastic.
think like twice I subbed on
Oh,
that
you
team.
did. You played on that team. For
And
a
but I was
little
like,
bit.
I'm not good at softball. I will show up.
Yeah.
If the option is forfeit because you don't have enough girls, or I show up and you still probably lose because I'm not very good.
Fun fact. That's how I met Sean. By being being a lady.
Yeah, and a bunch of other, because that was like, there were softball fields near the bar, so there were just a bunch of my regulars played softball, and I can't remember if it was your team or one of the other teams, but like one time I was like subbing in on a game, and they were like, oh yeah, just so you know, one of the guys on the other team is Jose Canseco. And I was like, I'm not playing in the fucking outfield if Jose Canseco is bad. Like, I will die. No.
Through your body.
I love LA.
I will be
love
decapitated. And also, the fuck, it was like, who is letting Jose Canseco play fucking C-League beer softball? Like, this is a crime.
Co-ed. Intramural adult softball.
Was he actually playing on the other team? Is this a confirmed?
Yes.
Slow pitch.
Yes.
Oh my god!
That's so good.
I was like,
Oh my god.
OP!
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hit the floor if a ball comes near, like,
Yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
You're just gonna die.
Am I like if
Even
it's
no steroids.
like a decent, you know, if there's some loft to it, sure, but like a line drive, I'm
No.
hitting the deck.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is I was gonna say
You're
this
dodging.
is my moneymaker, but I really mean like my brain.
Yeah.
Like if I have any sort of head trauma, I'm useless
over.
and I
Oh
do
my
not have the
God.
savings.
Just another beautiful idiot.
After I get hit in the head with the softball, won't even be beautiful. We'll just be an idiot.
Ugh.
I still think that we should
Oh
take
my
up
God.
scarring like a German rapier men.
Oh, yes. No, I do think I would look a lot better if I had the scar that jumps the eye. I want that
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Hell
you-
yeah.
yeah.
You could rock that.
I've been
for sure.
trying to get that for a long time.
It's dueling with rapiers, and once you get the face cut, then you put little pieces of horsehair in it, so the scar stays because it doesn't heal properly.
Well, I have like a very, it would be a very good scar. Ooh, I don't know if you can see it. It's like just a very faint but obvious scar on my arm. And I'm like, ice scar is so nice.
You do
It's
scar
just,
nice.
Yeah.
it's
Scar.
so pretty.
Yeah.
I met Jess and Dana through a different D&D game that my old manager at the comic book store that I used to work at was running. My former manager Nick invited me to play because he's like, you know the rules real well, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, can you join this game to help me with the rules?
That's why you're so
And-
scarred.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes sense. All right. Continue.
And so I hopped in, and that's how I met Jess and Dana, because I already knew Sean. I'd met Sean as a regular, and he was the other player in the campaign.
Sean, my husband.
Yeah.
At Big Clutch.
But
We
then
need some
we
big
became
clutch.
best friends.
And then we all became friends.
And Dana, how did you get entangled?
I worked with Jess Parks. She was my next door work neighbor. I had
Dana, when I
already-
first started, Dana's like, hey, can you stop playing music?
Yeah.
Multiple
because
times she was knocking on my door. And I'm like, where can I put this
Here's the
speaker that it
thing.
won't bother her?
I did not mind. If I had been able to hear your music, I would not have minded. I would have loved it. It was that all I could hear was this like boom, 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 boom through my wall. And that was driving me fucking
the
insane.
post-production, baby. I'm like, budgets.
I don't know. Were you going through a deep house phase or like a drum and bass phase or something? I don't know.
You know.
But the speaker
was-
was literally this big, but the walls sucked. And I was like, this girl seems very nice, and I have to be this person that's super annoying, but I'm losing my fucking mind with this like thuddy bass. And if I could hear the music, it would be lovely. I would actually really enjoy that. So I was a little bit like, I hate this. She's going to think I'm that person, but like, I cannot handle this. And then at one point I was like walking to the copy room, and I was like, so excited. And she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm printing out a D&D character sheet. And this was like circa 2016. And she's like, I also am a nerd, but with Magic the Gathering. And I was like, I don't know really what that is. And then we didn't really talk about it much. I mean, I got pregnant and then was out for a while.
you got
and then,
married and then you got pregnant.
Yeah, I got married, got pregnant, and
Like a good
and then
Southern
I was
Baptist.
out
Girl,
for
like a good girl.
for a while. Barely. And
Show off.
then COVID happened, and that's when you were like, would you want to do a D&D campaign? And I'm trying to get one together so we can do it like on Discord. And I was like, yeah, sure. And you were like, okay, well, we're gonna talk about it. And then you like called me, and you're like, no, when I said we were gonna talk about it on this day at this time, I actually meant we were gonna talk about it on this day at this time. Can you get on the Discord? And I was like, the what now? The Discord? Yeah. And I was like, oh, she follows through with the things that she says she's gonna do. I like this person. And then that's when I met Cristina and Nick, and we did that other campaign, and then the rest is history.
That game is where I learned how to play D&D at all. So I had my princess wizard that I played for, in that.
Pour one out for OST.
And I love Nick. I kind of always wish he did more voices.
Yeah, he doesn't do any voices.
He doesn't.
He-
And
he's
I
afraid to
don't
commit.
judge him for
He's
it.
afraid to
I've got
commit.
no judgment. I've got
Yeah.
no judgment. I like the theater of the mind is strong, but there were stylistically, I'm like, wow, it would be so cool to like DM, and not for nothing with you guys.
Yeah.
Doing voice, I never, like I've said before, I never did voices until I started DMing with you guys. And there is an element of just seeing you all as children and pretending I'm telling a story to little 6-year-olds that got
Absolutely,
me through
100%.
the idea that it's totally cool to do a silly voice.
Yeah.
Let me back up. I know Flanders, how I know Flanders. You guys have all sort of outlined how you met me. Meeting Ryan at this mutual friend's house was how I too was bedazzled by this incredible person who was cool as hell, hot as hell, and was also like just casually nerdy, which is like my relationship with nerd culture is something that I have in my life really struggled with. Like Dana said, I don't necessarily present nerd because like I got the normie beat fucking into me early on, and I've been really afraid to embrace being an alternative person. And seeing somebody like Ryan who just doesn't give a fuck was very inspiring. So much so that I didn't even believe it. And so when she was like, hey, do you like, I'm like, I've been thinking about maybe like playing a D&D game. Is that something you might be interested in? And like maybe me running it. And she's like, yeah, totally. If you ever want to play D&D or want to play a game of Magic the Gathering, like hit me up. And we exchanged information. And I thought about it for like a week, and I'm like, don't be weird. Don't hit her up too soon. Don't be desperate. And so that weekend, I sent like a super casual text that was like, hey, it's so great to meet you. Would you be interested if I really did do this? Would you want to do it? And she was emphatic yes, instantly. So then I went to the other person that we know, because I think that in an environment where a lot of people are going to be new, and especially if it's new to her, it's good to have a buddy. Anytime I'm throwing a party where I have like different groups of people represented, I always make sure that there's somebody there that they already know, so that like nobody just, as friendly as everybody is, it's just nice to have a little booby. So and also I love Flanders, and I'm always looking for an excuse to hang out with her. So
Yeah. Also, if the two of you were hanging out without me, I would burn your houses down. I'd be so mad if you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Jess
Thanks for
asked,
introducing me to your friend Flanders.
Yeah.
And then like,
Oh,
see
we'll
on
just cut you
Instagram.
out. Sorry, just get rid of the riff-raff. Just
We're
us
straight
two
to the
cool
source.
people. Ooh, oh.
I think Jess asked Christina and I at the same time if we would be interested in doing like a girl group, and I was like, yeah. And Christina, I think, is incapable of saying no to a D&D campaign.
you've
true.
got like 5
That's
going
true,
right
actually.
now. It's insane.
It's
Five?
clinical, yeah.
5? Are you like with Dana's boats? You and D&D? You got a
There's this
campaign
one-
problem, like your boat problem?
There's this one. There's there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're at 7.
Stop.
That's
No.
a lot.
Well,
and
how many
Nick
votes
would,
are you at?
Nick would
7.
100%
And you are doing-
start the LA Noir campaign with us, even though while simultaneously
Nobody knows
finishing the other one.
How many boats do you have, Dana?
I mean, define boat, really. But 1.
All right. Well, on that note, I want to see in the
wait.
comments below.
5?
How do you?
I do want to do a quick timeout because I think Jess Parks dropped a very casual reference to Magic the Gathering.
I did. She talked about Ryan
talked
already
about it,
talked about
Okay.
that.
Okay, good.
On a
Yeah.
previous one, I think you might not have been there.
Yeah. Don't worry, Dana. I plan on shouting at you soon. Which is
About what?
I'm going to
Dana's
teach you
so
to play
cute.
Magic
Oh,
cutest.
yeah, you're going to yell mana at me?
until you learn how to play the game, kiddo. Well,
The
this
beating
is
The thing I
Continue.
remember about
Magic
Magic the Gathering is Ancient Crab because that's how I describe. That's like how I describe Tommy all the time. It's just
We need you to play Magic together. We should have a group Magic day. That'd be fun.
Oh,
What do you-
that'd be fun.
so we're going to talk about this once we sign off of the Afterglow. My name is Ryan Keely. It has been my pleasure and honor to host you and all of you BFFs out there. Thank you for being part of our Patreon. You support the show. We could not do I Seduce the Dragon without you. And I want to thank Jess Parks, Flanders, Dana, and Cristina. And I'm Ryan Keely for showing up and giving me your time today.